Hi guys, so I just finished reading My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, and I'm going to do a review come discussion of the book. As I said in my bookworm tag, it's not the kind of book that I'd usually choose to read myself, but I still ended up really enjoying it. The book is about a girl called Anna who is conceived to be a donor for her sister Kate, who has leukemia, and her entire life she's in and out of hospital to donate blood or bone marrow or whatever it is her sister needs at that time. And the book opens with Anna, aged 13, going to get medical emancipation from her parents, and the book kind of unravels from there. Now, one of the things that made this book so interesting to read was the fact that it's written from each different character's perspective. And it's obvious that in a case like this, you're not just going to get one opinion. And being able to read each family member's opinion made the book really interesting, it was really clever, and it made it feel somewhat real. Another thing relating to the different perspectives is the two sisters have an older brother called Jesse. Now, because Jesse isn't the sick child or the donor, he's often forgotten about by the parents. And it's rare in this book to get a Jesse chapter, and so the reader almost becomes like the parents in the sense that he's pushed to the back of the reader's mind as well. So that was really clever as well. Now, I don't think it's fair to talk about this book without talking about the ending, because it's the ending that really makes it. So, in short, spoiler alert. Now, getting to the end, I felt almost the same way I did in The Fault in Our Stars, in the sense that in The Fault in Our Stars, I always expected it to be Hazel that died. And of course, having a book where one of the main characters has leukemia, I naturally expected it to be Kate who died. And now I found out a little before I got to the end that it wasn't Kate, but that it was Anna that died. But still, when I got to the moment when their dad finds Anna's body in the car that's just crashed, I still felt so shocked and sad. And I think if a writer is able to still make someone who knows what's about to happen feel shocked, they've written it beautifully. And that's exactly what Jodi Picoult did. It's also only the second book that's made me cry, so well done Jodi Picoult there. And I think after going from such a sad ending to this book to a somewhat calmly written epilogue, the contrast just, it was really interesting to see this contrast. There's a question in the back on a page called Questions for Book Clubs or something, that asks if, having got to the end, you thought the same sister had written the prologue, which is about a first memory of wanting to kill your sister. And you suddenly think about how long Kate had wanted to not be suffering anymore, and it makes you think and you feel more sad again. And just the way things play out in this book is so beautiful, and if you haven't read it, I sincerely suggest that you do, because it's quite a quick read as well, because the chapters are pretty short, which I quite like in books. I find books with long chapters are just a drag to read, so that made it easier to read. So next I will be reading The Great Gatsby, so comment down below if you've read either of these books, what you think about these books, and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe. Bye!